I'm Matthew Santana, and this is another episode of Walking in Light with another successful entrepreneur. We have Miss Jennifer Williams with All-in-One Tax Service. She's going to tell us a little bit about her business and a little bit about herself. And then we do business. And how did you guys started?
Okay, well I got started because many years ago I got tired of paying like H&R Block and what is that, Houston? I forget the name of that tax service. A lot of money for preparing my taxes. I mean, you go anywhere from $300–400 taking out of your federal to pay tax. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna learn how to do this myself.
Right.
So I got on playing around a little bit, and I'm just like, all right. Something wasn't right. I said, no, that's not enough money I'm getting back. Right. So I just kept playing around with it every year until I perfected it. And so 2016, I decided to take the online course with actually one of my friends. She has her own tax business on the money tax service. Talisha, I took her online tax service. And once I finished the course, I went and got my credentials with the IRS. Okay. And then I started thinking to myself, one day I'm gonna open up my own tax business. So I started helping people, pretty much most of my family. Right. I do small business tax owners, and that's how I got started with the taxes, with doing the credit repair. It was about 2011. I had an ex-boyfriend. He was trying to buy a home, and he had over $200,000 worth of debt on his credit, and he said it wasn't his. So I said, well, let me try. I was just playing around with it. Right. Who knew? I wiped everything off his credit. So to this day, he's been in his home for 9 years. Oh, wow. So, and I went through a dark period in my life where I was stuck, left paying all kind of bills, and I didn't know what to do. And a couple people knew that I had been doing credit repair, but I wasn't charging. I was just doing it for fun, just to help people out. People was like, hey, why don't you start charging people to do that? So I started making it a business, and who knew that I got a lot of my referrals from word of mouth. Word of mouth. My mom was actually one of my biggest clients. I helped my mom get her home. Hey, her credit score went up 200 points after working with her. So it's just, I have a passion to help people, give them the tools that they need to be on a healthy start, because sometimes people don't want to tell you certain things because people feel like you're going to get ahead of them or you're going to be doing this. And I'm not like that. If I have the knowledge and the tools, I know I don't have a problem with helping somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I got started with everything.
So with All-in-One Tax Service, what services are you going to offer other people?
So we're going to do tax preparation, we do small business, credit repair. I will start offering credit repair courses that's coming soon. So those are the services that I offer currently right now.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have Jennifer do an interview herself with one of her clients.
Born at only 1 pound and 3 ounces, and by the grace of God, he survived. As he goes through life, he tries to give a helping hand to everyone that crosses his path. With the help of his family, who is a great support system, and friends that is always there for him, this guy has made a name for himself. He is a photographer, videographer, marketing and advertising consultant, social media manager, screenwriter, author, special needs teacher, and domestic violence advocate. He is the entrepreneur. There's nothing he can't do. Matthew Simon Santana Jr. wants you to overcome your fears, experience success, and achieve your dreams.
Welcome back, everyone, to Walking in the Light. We have Jennifer here, who's going to interview her client, Mrs. Terry, and tell us more about her experience with the credit repair and the tax services.
Hello, everyone. This is one of my biggest client success stories, which happens to be my mother, Miss Terry. So say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
So I just want to ask you, what was your experience with All-in-One Tax Service from start to finish?
Oh,
It was beautiful because, to be honest with you, I was kind of skeptical at first about my daughter when she came to me and told me that she was going to clean up my credit and that she was going to be able to get me a home. And I really didn't believe it at first, but I had to basically trust and step out on that faith that I know that she was going to do it for me. So when she came to me and she brought it to me, and we got together and we started getting it all together about my credit. And she went in and she cleaned it straight up. Next thing I know, she called me and told me, "Ma, you're good. You could go ahead on and you could start looking for a home." And I said, "What?" I said, "You actually did it?" And she says, "Yeah." She said, "I told you I was going to do it. You just didn't believe me." I says, "Yeah, I did believe you." And she says, "No, you didn't." She said, "Because you wouldn't be sitting here in shock right now." But she did it. And here I am today in my home. And not only that, but I just purchased a new vehicle as well. So I got a home in 2019 and a new vehicle in 2020. So God is good. He's good.
Definitely. So how do you feel right now?
Fantastic.
Yeah, so, hey, you mind me sharing? I started in December 2018. She had a 530 credit score. January, we got an email that everything had been deleted. And when I called her, she started screaming. She was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And I remember like it was yesterday, I walked into church and it was in March. And I just told her, I said, I don't know what prompted me to say it, but I just said, "I'm about to help you get a house." And she smiled and looked at me like, "Yeah, okay." I said, "No, I'm serious. I'm about to help you get a house." I went to work. I put in her information for a referral. She sat down with one of our ladies at my job. And next thing we know, her information got passed to Sincere Bank. Hey, 7 days later, I said, "Hey, what you doing?" I called her because I got an email. And it had her pre-approval on it. I said, "What you doing?" She was like, "Nothing." I said, "Are you sitting?" She was like, "Girl, what you want?" I was like, "I need you to sit down for this, for real." And she was like, "What?" I said, "Girl, you just got pre-approved for a house." I ain't never heard nobody scream that loud. And I said to myself, see, she was sleeping on me. I wasn't sleeping on myself. So she was like one of the most complex clients I ever had in my life. Took her 4 or 5 months to find a house. She was not picking anything. She knew what she wanted. She knew what her desire was, and she wasn't listening to no one else. This was actually the last house that we saw. I saw it on the market. Actually, I had been watching this house for like a whole month. And one day, something told me. Now I said, God told me, go back on there. Look at that house. They had just dropped it about $10,000. I didn't even tell her about the house. I called her realtor immediately, set us up to go see this house. She didn't even know nothing about the house. I called her and said, "Hey, I got a house for you to see." What happened when you walked through the front door?
When I walked through this front door, it was done. I said, "Let's sign the papers." I looked at the home and I knew this was me. I said, "I don't need to look any further." I said, "Let's get it going." And a month later, 2 months later, I'm here.
Yeah.
So, God is good. And if you don't believe me, I'm a prime example of that.
All-in-one tax service. Come get you some of this flavor.
All right, we want to thank Jennifer for coming on the show and inviting Mrs. Terry along with her. This has been Matthew Sanchana, and thank you all for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, can I go?